Everybody. Welcome to the DSC program. This is episode 3. That is February, and I am so excited to be here. I am so excited to be here today. Welcome. So once you jump on live, please type hashtag live in the comment section. You know how we do it, right? Type hashtag live in the comment section. Write your first name and let me know where you're joining from. Today I'm excited because we're going to be sharing something I love to share so much, and something I really like sharing. We're going to be talking about secrets to leveraging social media to sell properties, right? How do you leverage? So I'm going to be sharing with you my 8 strategy or 8 secrets to leveraging social media to sell to a buying client or buying audience, right? So how do you do that? Welcome, Courage. Courage, is good to see you. He said today is going to be superb. I know for sure. I have my writing materials, my 2 ears and data ready for tonight. Amazing. I'm also ready for tonight. I'm super excited. I'm super ready. Welcome, Love It. It's good to see you. Land Director. It's good to see you. Beautiful. Please just type hashtag life, right? Your first name and then where you are joining from, right? Thank you, Courage from Enugu. It's good to have you here. Okay, we're going to be having a great time. This is the episode 3. So we have done episode 1 and episode 2. But I mean, before we do a short recap on episode 1 and 2, let's talk a bit about the DSC program. DSC simply means Designing Sales and Commissions, right? It's a free program for new intending and veteran realtors that are looking to scale, are looking to grow and scale, right? That is what the DSC by Browdy community is. Please help me type 1 in the comment section if you can hear me clearly, and 2 if you can see the screen very clearly. Welcome, Ekene Medici. It's good to have you. It's good to have you here, right? So basically, it is a 2-day event, right? Where is a monthly 2-day event, right? 1 hour per section, where we go in and dissect principles and strategies that can help you win all the time. Something that can help you win all the time, right? The objective is to empower you with actionable strategies that can help you excel in real estate marketing. Welcome, Suchine Merem. It's good to have you here. Beautiful. Thank you for the feedback, guys. Thank you for the feedback. You inspire greatly. It's been a while. Yes, it's been a while. Thank you so much. I mean, we redesigned our trainings to now be 2 days in a month, right? For now, let's see how it goes. But the 2 days, I want to make sure that the 2 days are very impactful. Okay, so sit back, relax your notepad and jotters, because we're going to have an amazing time for these 2 days. This program is perfect for new realtors, intending realtors, and even experienced one, right? But if you want a proper certification and a professional school for real estate, then you need to go to www.realtors.school. That is a professional school. This is a professional school for real estate. Ubamara will drop all the information you need in the comment section. If you want a crash course, a 4 weeks crash course in real estate, that is the school to go to, www.realtors.school. And you get a special discount if you reach out to Ubamara today. However, today we're going to talk about strategies to win using social media. In fact, the focus for the next 2 days is basically to show you strategies like secrets, 8 secrets, right? We're going to do 4 today and 4 tomorrow, right? Of mastering social media for real estate sales and attracting high quality buyers. Now, that is basically what we're going to be talking about in the next 2 days. The last 2 episodes, let's just do a short recap of the last 2 episodes. Episode 1 in January, we talked about building a solid foundation. The replay will be in the comments or in the description of this video. Will be in the description of the video, so you can always go there and check it. Where we talked about building the right mindset to achieving your goals. We talked about that in January, and we also talked about mastering your time as a realtor, right? We talked about that as well. Episode 2, which was the next day, we talked about personal branding for realtors. So what it is, what it entails, and all the works. That's what we talked about in episode 1 and episode 2. So this is episode 3, right? Episode 3. So basically, episode 3 will run from, so today's episode 3, tomorrow will be episode 4, right? So we're talking about how to make social media work for you. Day one of episode of the 8 strategies. We're going to be talking about how to make social media work for you. Welcome, Frank. It's good to see you. It's good to have you here every time, all day, every day. Ekene says, yes, so Realtor School is the most amazing school. I moved into 1 million consistently every month after signing up for Realtor School. Amazing. You see that? And that's a fact. Ekene, thank you so much for that feedback and testimonial. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Right. So, for a fact, let's dive right in. Are we ready? I want to see the fire emoji in the comment section if you're ready. Burn down this comment section. Let's dive right in. Let's dive right in. For a fact, social media is a leveler. I have seen a lot of realtors, even those that sell other things, right? Try to leverage social media to sell. Okay. And of course, this is so because I think on the streets of social media is when you can literally meet everybody. Like you can meet everybody. It's a leveler. The very rich, the not so rich, the starters, everybody converges here on the streets of social media, right? The problem, however, is that a lot of people will rather turn their social media into a graphics designer's catalog. Like you see different graphics. If you click on try to scroll through their social media, it is random flyers and random things. Every time, and this is not to diss anybody, but every time, hello smart investors, every time, hello smart investors, every time. At a point, those smart investors, don't you think they'll be tired of coming to see you all the time? That's number one. Number two, after a while, you will run out of creative things to be saying, right? And you begin to sound boring. Plus, what stands you out from the rest? Like, what is different between you and others, right? Every time, hello smart investor. So what is the right way to do social media? Okay, and this is what we're going to be looking at in the next 2 days. Are we excited? I can see the fire emojis, a lot of it. Lovett said, hello smart investors. Right? Again, not to diss anybody. Of course, we're calling out our audience. But then again, is it every time, hello smart investors? Every time, right? So what do you do instead, right? And I was sharing with my friend a few days ago, was it yesterday or day before yesterday, a colleague of mine who's also my friend, and I was telling her that I don't know what I would have done. Oh yeah, that was yesterday morning. We're at an office, and then I was just sharing with her, and I said, I don't know what I would have done if there was no social media. Like, what would someone like me have done? Without rich uncles, rich aunties, that's people I could contact, like without contacts, to leverage on to sell real estate. And of course, up until now, I've sold, let me not call figures, like I've sold myself, my company collectively, we've sold a lot of real estate, right? And so now here's the thing. If you sell offline, beautiful, fantastic. As a matter of fact, I would like to come learn from you, right? But personally, I don't really know how. Okay, not like I don't really know how to sell offline, right? But I feel like the internet has built. It's such a beautiful thing, right? After the you know, the gift of Jesus Christ, I think the next solid gift God gave us is the internet. Because I can sit right here in my office and reach out to thousands of people from different places, right? No limitation. As a matter of fact, the internet has literally made me, or made us, omnipresent. Like, you can literally be here. Can I say 10 figures? I'm fully settled. Right? I can literally be here. Welcome, Gloria Emmanuel. It's good to have you here. Right? I can literally be here and reach out to someone in China, Hong Kong. Where is the farthermost part of the earth, right? Greenland, everywhere, right? And this is a leveler, okay? But the challenge now is using it the right way, okay? And that is what we're going to be doing for the next 2 days. Are we excited? Secret number 1: who is buying your properties? So the first thing to know, and we have actually gone into the training, because I don't intend to keep it so long. I want it to be punchy, actionable, and of course, as you're writing your notes or taking the points, please write action plans, the things you're going to review, because as much as we're going to be learning, we're going to also just be reminding you about some things you probably already know. But of course, you know, Ejo, if you're not Igbo, it just means the cares of life might have made us forget a few of these things. So take this class as a reminder, right, on why social media and how to do it the right way. Welcome, Andrew. It's good to have you here. So secret number 1, point number 1, who is buying your properties? Like, who is buying your real estate? Who is buying the lands from you? Who is buying the houses from you? Okay. I'm not going to dwell here so much, as I've talked about this so much in my book, from novice to top selling realtor. But generally, at this point, the goal is to try to understand a different type of people that buy real estate, and who are you selling to? Like, think about it. Sit down for a moment and think about it. As a matter of fact, this is where marketing starts from. Marketing doesn't start from when you take a flyer and run around. You know, it's very interesting in Abuja, like on the streets, on the traffic lights, people literally hand down flyers. I think I have a few of them here. I take them to just motivate some of them. See, some of, I don't want to show names. But these are some of the flyers, right? And I help some of them I receive them. Whenever I get to the traffic light, I wind down and I receive them. I encourage the realtor. I'll be like, well done, you know? Right? So I feel like before you jump out and start implementing, or come online and start screaming, hello, smart investors, have you sat down to think about who that quote smart investor really is? Who is your target audience, right? And of course, it's an error, in my opinion, to try to market to multiple people at the same time. The reason is simple. You ought to know a few things about the person. First, who are they? Like, who is your messaging for? And you know, that's the beauty about the internet, social media in particular. You can literally target and speak to a specific audience per time. So who are you selling to? I'd like you to ask yourself the following questions. Get a notepad and a jotter and type these things. Number 1, who am I selling to? Who is my target market, right? And of course, while answering that, you think about the 4 different types of people that buy real estate. Of course, the investors, the homeowners, the cash protectors, and diasporans, right? So the interesting thing is that a diasporan can be all 3, right? A diasporan can be all 3. But you know, the thing with the investor is that he's looking for what? Cheap lands to buy, right? Why? ROI, return on investment. He's looking for where he can buy for cheap, add value on it, and sell, right? Number 2, cash homeowner, right? So this guy particularly he's not an investor. He's looking for where he can buy and build. That's what people that ask you for buy and build, buy and build, buy and build, right? Those are the kind of people. And I notice, this is from my experience, personal experience. I can be wrong. I may be wrong, right? I notice that a lot of people that buy, already developed places, especially in places like the East, in places like the West, ethnical places like Igbo people East, right? Westerners, okay, even Lagos self. So let's leave Lagos from it. Let's use other Western cities like Abeokuta, Oshun, Ondo, places that are not really commercial, right? I noticed that people that want to buy for their personal use usually target those kind of places. Now, this is just my personal experience, right? Right. And what is this guy looking for? Okay, what is he looking for? And then the cash protector. I consider these guys as the real investors, right? So what are these guys doing? They're looking for where to two things. They're looking for where to put their money for return on investment. Number two, they're looking for where to preserve the value of their money per time. So these guys look for things like off-plan investments. They look for things like developing places, right? They look for things like land banking projects, to keep and secure for some time and resell after a period of time. They're just basically looking for a very good vehicle to increase their ROI, return on investment, and preserve their money. Okay, then diasporas. Of course, most people when they travel out. I mean, one of my friends that just left is already talking about buying a property in Nigeria, right? Because of course the currency, they earn in very good, sweet, hard currency out there, right? And of course, most of them know that they're not going to stay there for so long. So they are looking to start investing back home as they work really hard and earn in hard currency. They're looking to start investing back home so that after a period of time they can come back either and also fall back to a good investment. Plus, the pride of I went abroad, I don't want to come back and then I'm living in rental apartment, stuff like that. So these are the types of buyers. Did we grab? If we grabbed it, please write it in the comments section. Anybody that grabbed what I just said about types of buyers, please write in the comment section. I want to believe that this is not supposed to be new, right? To a lot of you. Welcome, Priscilla. It's good to have you here. Welcome, Choma. Choma, it's good to see you. And everybody. Andrew, it's good to have you here. Again, if you're jumping on live, just type hashtag live in the comment section. Let's know where you're joining us from. Okay. So remember, the first question is what? Who are you even selling to? Vera just coming in. Welcome, Vera. You say you grabbed the last one. Okay. So someone will help us write them out in the comment section. The investor, the homeowner, the cash protector, the diaspora, right? So someone will just help us list it in the comment section. I know it's Choma that will help us do it. Welcome, Choma. It's good to see you here. Second question. What are their needs, pain points, or desires? What problem? Now, listen up, guys. This is very important. What problem are you solving? Or which of their desires are you meeting? And this is important also in closing. We're not talking about closing tonight, but think about it. In closing, I like to teach. This is very important. I get excited when I'm talking about this thing. I like to think that in selling real estate, you do not convince people. Rather, you just simply identify their problem. Everybody that reached out to you or that is pending, either an active buyer or a passive buyer, right, is looking for something. He's looking for something. He's either trying to solve a problem. In the case of the cash protector, he understands that I don't know why this thing is showing fire and light like this. It's well, right? He's either trying to solve a problem in the case of the cash protector, or he's trying to satisfy a desire. Desire may be, I don't want to live in a rented apartment anymore. I want to own my house. I want to see my kids run around the compound. Okay. I want to drive in. I want to, after a full day's work, I want to come back and climb upstairs to a private pool and swim. That's a desire. Okay. And guess what? Is in identifying the person you're selling to right in the beginning that you start closing. Closing does not start when the client when you now want the person to pay. Make sense? And that is the difference between closers and people that just try to convince and pursue clients unnecessarily. You don't even understand what this guy is looking for. Now, guess what? When you understand what he's looking for, like what are his needs, desires, pain points, you can start pressing it. You know how you can press a wound? Sorry, you're not doing this in a bad way. Before we go on, please type in the comments. I'm not going to use these powers for evil. Please type it in the comments. You're not going to use these powers for evil. Because look at it like this. I understand his problem, his challenge, his desire. And then I start pressing it. And I start showing him, see, oh, remember this your problem, oh, and see this thing can solve that problem. Right? Marketing is easier that way. You don't go against the tides in marketing. You go with the tides. I don't know how to explain this other than this, and I'm not supposed to stay here for too long. All right? This is how you sell online. The first thing is to understand who is buying from you. Thank you, Frank. Frank said, I'm not going to use fast for you. You can also, it's been a long time also. How are you? Good to see you. Anga Isaac, is good to see you. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that, right? So, questions to ask. Remember, we're talking about who is buying from you. Secret number one. I believe that this is where selling on social media starts from. You ought to understand who is buying from you. Okay, so we're answering the questions. Number one, who are they? Right? Remember, you wrote that out, right? Number two is what? What are their needs? What are their pain points? What are their desires? Number three, listen up and listen attentively. Number three, are they problem aware? Number one, are they problem aware? Number two, are they solution aware? Number three, are they ignorant of the two? Number four, do they know the two? And this is where I talk about raw client that's ready, able, and willing. Raw, ready, able, and willing, right? A ready, able, and willing client is a client that first is problem aware. He knows his problem and he wants to solve it. Number two, he's solution aware. He knows there's a solution to this his problem. And number three, he's looking for it. So he's searching. Okay, he's searching. All right? He's searching. So, and number four, he's able. He's able. So a client or a prospect that is problem aware, remember we talked about what their problems are earlier, right? He's problem aware, he's solution aware, okay? And then he's searching for the solution to that his problem. Then he's able. He has money. This is an ideal buyer. But guess what? The ideal buyers are just like 3% of the entire people that buy. So what do you do with the rest? You educate them and you nurture them till they are problem aware, solution aware, and also ready to solve the problem. Does it make sense? And I talk about this a lot in this SIPA principle. We're not going to go into that tonight. We're basically just going to talk about how to sell online, right? So these are the three questions you're going to be asking in order to understand the different types of buyers. Now, question: how many of us have identified these three things? The person buying, what his needs and desire is, and then if he is problem aware and solution aware, and is he searching? I hope I'm clear. Am I making sense? Of course, you can go back and rewatch this video so that you can understand it. Please sit down on this part. Who is buying? What are their needs, pain points, and desires? Are they problem aware, solution aware? And they actively searching or passively searching? Those that are passively searching might be problem aware, solution aware, but maybe they're not ready to buy now, right? They're not ready to get the solution to that problem. Remember, your product is a solution to a problem or an answer to a desire. So you need to look at these two. Your product, which is property, either land or houses, is a solution to a problem, or it is an answer to a desire. Please write it there. Your product is a solution to a problem, or it is an answer to a desire. And the moment you start looking at it like this, you go high. You will significantly increase your closing rates because you're looking at yourself as the solution provider and not necessarily a marketer or a realtor. All right. Okay, so we're still in secret number one. We're looking at who is buying your properties, right? So we said first, understand the different type of people that buy. Then number two, where are they? Now that you've understood the person that is buying, where are they, right? Where are they online? It's important you understand where to find them online. What do they look for, right? What do they look for? Where are they online? Like, where do you find them? Okay, identify where to find them online. Are they on TikTok? Are they on search? Are they on Google? Are they on YouTube? Are they on, where are they? Instagram? Where are they online? Right? So that we can meet them there, either by search or interruption. Okay, all right. And then number four, remember we're talking about secret number one. So we've talked about understanding the type of buyers. We're talking about where they are online. And then number three, we're talking about attract them. Okay. So at this point, you then start attracting them. How do you do this? By building trust. You by being clear about your messaging, very clear about your messaging, and then proof of value. You show them proof. Of course, we'll talk a little more about this in the next point, okay? But for tonight, please note, secret number one. Remember, we're still in secret number one, and I need to rush because we're going to cover 4 secrets tonight, 4 tomorrow, right? So, secret number one, who is buying from you? Who is buying your properties, okay? And under number one, we're talking about understanding the different types of buyers, know where they are, and finally attract them to you. Okay, now take home assignments. I'm going to be giving you assignments. I'd like you to write down 5 traits of your ideal real estate buyer, okay? And list 2 places where you can find them or where they spend time online, okay? So please write it down. You submit your assignment tomorrow, right? Who is going to write? Please put the fire emoji in the comment section if you're going to do your assignments, okay? So secret number one. So let's dive into secret number 2 for want of time. Who is ready? Type ready in the comments if you're ready. Okay, your product is a solution to a problem or an answer to a desire. Yes, Vera, or an answer to a desire. They either desire something or they have a problem they're trying to solve. Okay. Secret number 2. How to stand out and be the preferred option. How to stand out and be the preferred option. A lot of people think social media is saturated or real estate is a saturated audience. Okay, I don't think it is. Okay, the assignments. Should I repeat the assignment? Frank says repeat the assignment. Frank says repeat the assignment. He didn't get it well. So I said I should write 5 traits of your ideal buyer, your real estate ideal buyer. You can use traits like his age, his location, or him or her, right? What the problem he's trying to solve is, okay? You know, things like if it's problem aware or solution aware, what his occupation can look like, right? Just write it. It's called a customer avatar. So just think about it and write it down. This is like your ideal. Beautiful. Is there. It's right there in the comment section. Assignment, write down the 5 traits of your ideal real estate buyer, and also list two places where they spend their time. Two social media platforms where they spend their time. Okay, that's your assignment. All right, so I was saying that the secret number 2 is stand out and be a preferred option. So how do you stand out? Number 1, and then number 2, how do you become a preferred option? All right. Now, a lot of people think social media is saturated. I really do not think so. A lot of people think real estate, that's realtors are everywhere. Everybody's a realtor. Saturation maybe at the bottom. Down there is saturated. But when you start climbing higher, okay, it is no more saturated. Why? Because you define your audience like we did right now. And then number 2, you stand out. Okay. So how do you stand out? All right. Now it's in the little things. Standing out is in the little things. It is not necessarily in the logo, have a beautiful logo, color palette, and all those things. Those things are good. But that is not how you really, really stand out, right? How do you stand out? Is by doing something called personal branding. We talked about this a lot last episode number 2, but I just want to highlight a few things for you tonight, right? So that you can effectively use social media the right way. Number 1, please optimize your social media profiles, especially for credibility's sake. For credibility. You're not doing it. I mean, you don't do what you like. You do what is necessary to achieve the results. Should I say it again? You don't do what you like. You do what is needed to achieve a result. That is it. All right? We don't always like what we do, right? As long as it is legal, is logical, and is moral to achieve the result, we do it. Okay? So your profile picture, and it's fine to have a dog or a cat or a logo up there. It's all good. But I think for credibility, especially to stand out and build a personal brand, in fact, for credibility, I think it's good you have a profile picture, a proper profile picture. It's called a profile picture because it's supposed to be a profile of you, right? I mean, that's common English, right? So please get a profile picture, a proper one. If possible, as a guy, wear a tie and a suit. Sincerely, I don't know why, but perception is everything. Perception is reality. We're in a noble profession. You sell a high ticket. So if you're selling a very expensive car, a private jet, or real estate is high ticket. Please look the part, right? Look the part. Wear a tie and a suit and a jacket and snap picture and stay there, right? If you're a lady, look corporate, look good, look sharp, all right? Make your hair, do your, beats and look good. It's very important. Cover photo, your name. For your name, please make it consistent for credibility's sake. Your clients, remember, they are in multiple platforms. Gone are the days where they used to just stay in one platform. Now they go around. They go on TikTok. They go on Facebook. They go on Instagram. They go on YouTube. Please, it is good that your name is consistent everywhere so that when they stop here, it is the same you. It just helps for credibility. Okay, it's the same guy. You get like is him, or the same lady. All right, your bio, of course, make it an elevator pitch. We talked about that in the last episode. The link will be in the comments section, right? Please, again, privatize your wall. Please privatize your wall. Go and look for how to do it. Type on Google or YouTube how to make sure nobody posts on my wall. You know how people used to make posts and it would be like they tag you and 99 others, and then it is showing on your wall, right? Your wall should not be a dumping ground. Please, your Facebook, your Instagram, especially on Facebook. I don't think it happens like that on Instagram, right? Especially on Facebook. Your Facebook should just be a dumping ground. The interesting thing is that as much as people I hear many people say things like people that buy real estate are not on Facebook. But guess what? Facebook is still the most populous and the most used social media platform in the world. It's still the most used. So who are those that are there? Are they cats and animals? I don't know, right? So point I'm trying to make, your prospect, your potential client might be there too. And he'll go and search for you. And then when he gets to your platform, he's seeing many things that does not tell of you. Your credibility score is going down. All right? Your steez. Eh? So please prioritize your wall and be consistent across platforms. Let your messaging, don't say, oh, I am naughty on TikTok and I am professional on LinkedIn, or I am crazy, I am political on this. No, please, like, be consistent, right? Let it be you. Your voice is your voice. Your words are your words. All right? Does that make sense? So please, number one, optimize your social media for credibility. I'm not staying long here because we talked about it in episode 2. The link will be in the description of this video. Okay. Number 2, we're talking about standing out, right, on social media. Number 2, be consistent with your content, right, so that it will build trust. Be consistent in your content to build trust, right? So it is important that you build a content structure. We'll talk a bit more about content in my next point, secret number 3. But for now, it's important you note that it's advisable, it is wise for the sake of trust to structure your content and stick to a structure. All right? Human beings like predictability. If they can predict you, they can largely trust you, right? If they can predict you, they can predict what you're going to post. Okay, Jeff will post this thing. Jeff will do this. I remember some clients used to tell me that they tell me things like, okay, I knew they were going to post it. In fact, when I heard the news, I went to your wall straight to go and look for it. Okay, so things like that. Please be consistent with your content plan, right? This helps you build trust. If you don't have a content structure, please go and design it today. And you know, these things are not so hard. Like Moses rightly says, these things seem to be hard, but then it seems easy to stand out and become a preferred option as a realtor, right? I'll be there soon. No, you'll be there tonight, not soon. That's the essence of tonight. The essence of tonight is to start action immediately. All right. So these things are easy to do. They are not very hard. In my opinion, they are. It's just the knowledge of what to do that is usually the problem. So now that you know, just go on ChatGPT or DeepSeek and write, please design a 1-month content structure for me. Then describe yourself. I'm a realtor that resides in Abuja, looking to sell to so and so type of clients. Remember the type of clients you talked about, right? So and so type of clients, and I want to build trust and credibility. What type of content can I create? Please design a full month structure for me. Boom! ChatGPT delivers that to you, or DeepSeek delivers that to you. Who knows what I'm talking about? How many of you use these tools? These tools have made life easy for you and me. All right. I know that most times is what to do that is the problem. It's not how to do it, because if you know what to do, the how is usually easier. All right. So enough of that. Let's move on to the next point. Point number 3. Remember, we're talking about standing out, right, and being a preferred option. Point number 3. Please, as much as you can, be transparent and use testimonials to establish authority. As much as you can. If you can ask, try and disclose fully always. Please try and tell clients everything. Tell them the fees involved in a property. Tell them that the place is not developed at the moment. However, I like that word, however, right? This place is a bush. However, I remember in 2021, one of the major things that stood me out, all right, in real estate, one of the major things that stood me out in real estate was the fact that I started doing drive-throughs. I remember then I started doing drive-throughs in bushes. I know many realtors, agents then that I begged to teach me. They used to castigate me. They used to tell me things like, why am I showing these bushes? One of my big ogas then, I remember one day we went to site and then we're coming out of site. Remember then I was new, I was fresh, I was still trying to learn. And we're coming out from site and I started doing a video, drive-through video from the site, which was a bush actually, from the site to the third road. And my goal was to show see the way I was thinking. I didn't even know that that thing will work for me. My only goal sincerely was that remember, I had defined my audience. At the time, I had already defined my audience. So I started thinking like my audience. A lot of them were problem aware and solution aware, right? And to me, the missing link there was the person that can deliver that solution to them. That's all. So I needed to build trust and build it fast. All right. I needed to build trust and build it fast. So I started doing drive-through then from the road to the from the third road from the bush to the third road. I remember one of my big ogas then was telling me that this thing I'm doing will demarket the property. Now I wasn't sure if it would demarket it or not, but I wanted to just come with full disclosure. This is what it is. My goal was whenever they come to town, back to Nigeria, because I had defined my audience, they were abroad, right? Whenever you come back to Nigeria, what you see on ground, it is exactly what I put out. That was my goal. And boom, it worked. It worked because I remember many clients calling me then and were telling me things like, I'm the one that made them want to start investing in Nigeria. Some agents, I call them agents, it's not realtors, did not like me because they felt like I was, especially when they market the same property I was marketing. When they're telling clients that, oh, this thing is 1 minute to the third road, me, I am showing it. And I'll drive all the way. I'll do the drive-through. I like to stay in front. I'll do the drive-through. If I don't drive to the site, I'll be in front of the car. And I'll do the drive-through all the way from the site to the road. I won't edit it. I won't cut it. As it is on ground, is the way I'll just post it like that. Point I'm trying to make, full disclosure always. It helps. It helps. Let me tell you the truth. In full disclosure, you're going to lose some clients. But in the long run, you're going to gain more. That's the truth, right? You lose the war to win the battle. All right. Give as much details as possible. Show everything just like it is, but always use however. Remember that, especially when you sell an underdeveloped area, your goal is to paint the future of the place. That is your goal. That is what marketing is. Your goal is and that's why you're a realtor. You're a realtor because you can predict the place, right? So as much as you're showing what it is right now, you're also projecting, right? The reason you're buying into the future of this place. You're not buying this place that it is right now. And here's the reason why this place is going to build and develop. And this is why you need to do your homework at all times. Okay, so enough of that. Take home assignment. Please review your social media platform, right? Does it look professional? If it doesn't, please update it. Start tonight updating it, all right? Update your bio and update your content strategy. How many of us are going to do this? Put the fire emoji in the comment section if you're going to do this. As we jump into secret number 3 for want of time. Are we enjoying this? Am I boring? Are we having fun? Are we enjoying this? Let me know in the comment section if you're enjoying this. Secret number 3. Attraction first, pursue later. Attract first or attraction first. The strategy marketing is secret number 3, especially leveraging online. Attract first, pursue later. And I'm going to explain. I remember when I was selling real estate, I was selling insurance back in 2015, 2016. And it was difficult. Insurance and real estate, they are one of the two hardest things to sell, right? Because they are high tickets, right? And I remember then, while I go around, because then I used to do door-to-door marketing a lot. My boss then did not, once you sit in the office, he used to think that you're not doing anything. Even when you're trying to maybe position yourself online, you're trying to build content online, once you're sitting there in the office, my boss used to think that you're not doing anything. All right. And then I remember then I used to go from building to building. If you know Enugu very well, I used to go to Goshen Plaza. I'll start from the first shop or office down and visit all the shops. I'll go to Bethel Plaza. It just opened around that time. I'll start from down and visit all the shops. I'll go to New Haven, look for Ogui Road, Omo, Waka. So while I was doing those things, I used to think to myself, as a matter of fact, this is what led me into understanding online marketing. So I had to think to myself, how if I had a superpower that can look at people? Let's say 10 people are standing here now. I can just look at them and identify who wants to buy now. Simple. That would have helped me, because I feel like it was too random. As much as I did not know what to do, I just felt like it was too random in marketing. Like, how are you just going around looking for people? What if this person does not even have the money? What if this person is not problem aware or solution aware? What if this person is problem aware but not solution aware? How do you then convert the person to become solution aware? You know, and insurance then, if you tell somebody that, sir, insure yourself or insure your this thing, you say, God forbid, I'm not going to die. You know, those kind of things. It was stressful, man. Like, it was crazy stressful. And that was the period I began to try. And of course, I was fired. By 31st October or so, some few months to my wedding, they fired me. Like, fired. Like, get out, you know, that kind of thing. And at that point, that was when I started trying to understand marketing, especially online, because I began to understand that, okay, what if there was a better way to attract people, then pursue them later? All right. So attraction means bring them to you, especially people that are interested in what you're selling. Then, of course, pursue later means you're now following up on them and trying to close. Okay. And one of the best ways to do it is the 3C content strategy. That's one of the best ways to attract people to you, especially in selling real estate and marketing online. Okay. The 3C content strategy. What does the 3C mean? 3 C's. The first C stands for credibility. The second C stands for curiosity. And the third C stands for conversion. All right? Conversion. So the 3C content strategy is a dynamic way to attract people to you. So as much as you're creating content, right, you have these 3 strategies in mind, or these 3 endpoints in mind. The first endpoint is to create credibility. The second endpoint is to build curiosity. And then the third endpoint is to convert the person. All right? The number 3 secret is giving, Abi. Right? So the 3C content strategy. Many real estate marketers struggle with content because they just post property content alone. This is why a lot of people struggle. This is why a lot of people are in the bottom of the pyramid, where it is noisy, it is busy, and they make the least money in sales. The least. Right? Now, serious buyers most times do not wake up in the morning and decide to buy property. They go through a process usually. They try to build trust. They try to develop interest before they make a decision. That's how it works. All right? And this is where the 3C content strategy now comes into play. All right? So let's dive right in because of want of time. The first C there is the credibility content. So your credibility content helps you build trust and build authority. Your credibility content helps you what? Build trust and build authority. In creating content, I would like you to structure your content around these 3 C's. All right? Structure them around these 3 C's. So the first one helps you do what? Build trust and build authority. Buyers need to trust you. They need to know that they can buy from you. People have been scammed. 80% of everybody that has bought from me has been scammed, or they know someone that has been scammed at one point or the other. All right. My one of the surveyors recently that I engaged with was telling me that one of his clients, the guy was on a call with him. I was with the surveyor, and the guy was on a call with him, and he was now laughing at the end of the call. And then he told the client on the phone that, Oga, instead make you buy this thing, better make you go buy tissue paper full for house, because he had a document of a property, but that property did not exist on ground. My dears, Abuja real estate is man eat man. Like, it is one of the best profitable real estate markets in the country, but it also has a lot of scam. Jesus. Right? Anyways, so point I'm trying to make is these people want to trust you. They want to believe you. So here are some few examples of posts that can help you build trust and authority. So number one, post things like, example, post things explaining, you can post things explaining different land titles in Nigeria or in the city you live in and why they matter. All right, post different titles. In Abuja, there are way more titles in Abuja than there are in any other part of the country. There is a deed of subdivision in Abuja. If you're buying a real estate, a company land that has one title on the whole company, and you're buying on the whole estate, and you're buying a plot, usually you get something called a deed of subdivision. This is Abuja. There's also letter of intent as a title in Abuja, right? In Lagos, there are things like excision. There are things like a gazette, all right? In Abuja, they don't have governor's consent, obviously, right? So listing out all these things and explaining it to prospects or to intending buyers, right, builds trust and shows that you're an authority. Behind the scenes videos, this is powerful. You're taking clients to sites for inspection, and you make it behind the scenes. You're driving to the site. You get somebody to video you as you explain to the client the property. See that content is very powerful. It helps you build credibility. People like to buy what other people are buying. Please, someone should write in the comment section. People like to buy what other people are buying. That is why if you go to a restaurant, two restaurants, one of them has sweet food, very sweet food. The other one, the food is not too sweet. All right. The other one, the food is not too sweet, but there are more people on this other one. You will just notice that naturally people gravitate towards this one because in their mind, because other people are buying this, it is better. And when they're eating the food, they're like, how is the food now? Oh, it's just there, it's just good, right? Meanwhile, this one is better, but because people are not here, this person will sell more. Simple. It's the same thing with every other thing that people buy. People like to buy what other people are buying. So when your prospects see you on the site with other clients, this is why I encourage realtors to go to sites as often as possible, right? You mustn't have a client before you go to site. And you can literally escort someone else to site with his clients. Simple. You can have a team. You can be 3 in your team. Anytime any of you have a client for site, all of you will go, right? And I mean, you're not lying. You just go here on site with our client. It's our client, is it not? Right? So that is powerful too. A post answering common questions that people ask. For instance, why is land in Abuja appreciating so fast? All right. You get frequently asked questions, right? You can create a post around that. This will help you build trust. This will help you build trust. This will help you build credibility. So the first C in the 3 C's content strategy is credibility content. Are we following? Right. So number 2C is curiosity content. Right? Curiosity content. The goal of curiosity content is to get people interested. That is it. All right. So this type of content stop people from scrolling. It stops people from scrolling, especially prospects that are problem aware. They are problem aware. They are solution aware, but they don't know where to find the solution. Your goal is to stop them from scrolling. All right. Love it. Say our client too. Of course, are you lying? Are we lying? We're not lying. Going to side with our clients. All right. Right. So this type of content, curiosity content, gets people to ask questions and engage with your posts. You want people to engage. You want them to stop scrolling. You want them to ask you more questions. So examples are, so you can create. There's this post that trended one time about that woman. There's one woman on the island that said she bought a property for, is it 1.5 million? There's this woman that was wearing a jean that was looking slim. She bought a property for 1.5 million or something, and a few years later it's selling for XYZ amount, right? That kind of content. So you can just tell a story. If you have any client that have told you anything, like I remember one of my clients telling me that she bought a property for 9 million in Republic Layout, in Enugu Independence Layout, and a few years later it was selling for 50 something million, right? That kind of thing. A short story about that. Okay. Another post type is, you can start a post or a video content with, most people lose money when buying land in Nigeria, and here's why. That kind of thing. Curiosity. Most people lose money while buying real estate in Nigeria, and here is why. That kind of thing. Then a transformation video, before and after. You can actually do before and after, especially on properties that that are building, right? Maybe a building when they started and when they are right now. Maybe a pre-launch and then later. That kind of thing. Okay, that is a powerful curiosity content as well. All right. I tend to be rushing because this is almost 1 hour. We're supposed to have a 1 hour section, and I still have secret number 4. What do I do? Should we move to tomorrow, or should I continue? Meanwhile, let me continue while I wait for your answers. All right. So the last C. Remember, we're talking about the 3 C's of content strategy, right? The last C is the conversion content, right? This is the content that now encourages buyers to take action. All right, that's the content. It encourages buyers to take action, right? And it's simple and clear. Now, this is the kind of property content you like to do, but don't make it very obvious that you're just trying to promote. You can make content like only 5 plots left at the name of the estate. All right, and I can make those kind of videos a lot. Well done, right? So only 5 plots left. Secure yours today with an initial deposit of 1 million or of 2 million. So, for instance, there's an estate I sell in Abuja, in Falcons Gate. The estate is called Falcons Gate. So I can say only 5 plots left at Falcons Gate Estate, right? Secure yours today with an initial deposit of 1 million naira. So that only 5 plots left. People procrastinate a lot, right? Procrastination are people's last name, right? So this kind of, encourages them to take action. I know that most times some of our most sales come at change of price, like down when we're counting down to change of price. You see that most sales come in at that time because people procrastinate a lot. Okay, client. So a client testimonial too is a good kind of video to make when you're talking about conversion. A client talking about, especially when a client comes for allocation, please make sure you prioritize your client's privacy. So usually ask them for permission before doing things like this. Please, this is very important. Okay, but if you can ask the client for permission and he decides to give you permission to shoot a short video of a testimonial about you, that's a very good video or content. It falls in the conversion content. Remember, people buy what other people are buying. Okay. So we're talking about attract first, pursue later. So we're talking basically around attraction kind of content that you can make to attract people to you. All right, that's what we're talking about. And we started with number one, the 3 C's of content strategy. So we're going to number two. Number two is short and simple. Please mix the different types of posts to attract clients, to attract serious buyers. Just do different types of Vera said I should continue to 9:30. It is well. I'll just try and wrap up as much as possible because I want us to take action. I don't want us to take on too many and then we don't take action. Let's go to number three. Number three in attract first, pursue later is please post consistently to stay visible. It is very important that you're consistent in posting. If so, personally, I like to say that, especially in the beginning, post regularly. Do at least 4 to 5 content in a week, right? In the beginning, because you want to crack the internet, the algorithm as fast as possible. The truth about the one of the reasons for, there are 2 reasons for consistency. First, you get to know what works after a period of time. You also find your voice and your style after a period of time. Your major superpower is your personality. You will find it after a period of time. Then number 2 is that you get better. All right. When you do, the more you do, you get better at it. The process of achieving a goal is as important as the goal itself. All right. Because while trying to achieve that goal, you build capacity and character, right, that can help you achieve that goal. It's in the process of achieving the goal that you build the character and capacity you need in achieving the goal. Make sense? And this is where consistency comes in. Consistency helps you build that character and capacity. So please post consistently for visibility. All right? Then I'm going to add a bonus point to this. With consistency, also add intensity. Consistency plus intensity, you are unstoppable. The consistent person makes more money and makes more mark than the intelligent person. All right? The smart people are not usually the people that achieve all this success. It is the person that is consistent. If you now top it with intensity, you're now on fire. But here's the problem. Most people are lazy. And I'm sure you're not most people. Amen? All right, so take home assignment. Please create one credibility post tonight. Okay, let me give you till tomorrow night. Between now and tomorrow night, please create one credibility post. Let me give you an example. You can create a post on 5 critical things to look out for before buying properties or before buying land then insert your city where you are. All right? So assignment, create a credibility post. I mean, an educational content, right? That's what a credibility post is. And then an example I'm going to give you is 5 critical things to look out for before buying a property, maybe a land. You can use land before buying a land insert your city there. So if it's in Enugu, if it's in Abuja, if it's in Abeokuta, so you can just say 5 critical things to look out for before buying a property in Abeokuta or before buying a land in Abeokuta. Is it clear? You can actually go and seek for help. Go and try to use ChatGPT or DeepSeek. But please, when using these tools, add a human touch to it. All right? And I will urge you here to convert it into a video because our secret number 4 rather, is videos equals trust plus engagement. So secret number 4, videos equals trust plus engagement. So why videos? Are we tired already? Are we tired already? Please type, put the fire emoji in the comment section if you're not yet tired. And this is the last point for tonight as we wrap up and we continue tomorrow. So why videos? Why is video essential in selling? Number one, video is one of the most powerful tools in selling. It's selling real estate, especially high ticket things, right? Unlike pictures and posts, this allows your potential buyers see and experience the place. As a matter of fact, one of the things videos help you do is they envisage, they envision it. They envision what you're selling. Then they envision, most importantly, the future of that place. Especially when you show the environment and you describe properly the development phases of that place, how it is going. All right. It also helps you build trust faster. People are engaging with you. They are seeing you, so they are engaging with their five senses. They are seeing you, they are hearing your voice, right? And this helps them, so they begin to build an emotional connection with you. They begin to feel like they know you. I remember when I started real estate newly, I think 2021, there's this blue shirt of mine. If you watch my early videos, you cannot miss it. A blue t-shirt of mine. I remember one day, one of my prospects, he didn't buy from me eventually, but we're friends. He lives in UK. He called me one of those days and told me that he's in town. So we're meant to meet along Presidential Road in Enugu, if you know Enugu very well. And then my car was bad that day. That was around towards the end of the year, 2021. My car was bad. It was at the mechanic. So I dropped the car at the mechanic. And then I picked a keke. I stopped in front of First Bank. The guy was across the road at Sunshine Hotel, if you know Enugu very well. As soon as I dropped from the keke, and the guy just called me and said, Jeff, I can see you, that your blue t-shirt. And guess what? That day, I was wearing the same blue t-shirt. At this point, I didn't even know if it was an affinity to the shirt or it was just a coincidence. The guy just said, I can see you, you're wearing your blue t-shirt. As in, the guy literally had built a connection with, and this happened with a lot of other of my prospects, clients that met me for the first time. They already built an emotional connection with me. And you don't know how powerful this is. It's so powerful. They felt like they know me. In fact, one of my clients that she's based in Norway, she buys me, in fact, is it just her? The guy too in Switzerland buys me things for my children. He knows my children's names and he buys me things for them. Like whenever they are coming to the country, they buy me stuff. The last one in Norway bought me a sharp phone. The last time she came back in December, right? And she constantly buys me things like that because she feels like she knows me. She feels like she knows my style, right? How did this come about? Videos. The shirt is an identity, sir. Sabine is the right? Videos. It's powerful, guys. Very, very powerful, right? I'm not going to go into more and more on why this is powerful, but it is. It stands you out. It builds that emotional connection. It helps the prospect envisage the place, the place the thing is, and all of that. And sincerely, I don't know why a lot of people don't still do videos as often as possible, right? Using videos, you not only attract more views, but you also increase engagement, helping you build relationships with your potential buyers. All right. The B part of this, right? Remember, I said this is secret number 4, and we're talking about videos equals trust and engagement. So the B part of this is that there are simple video formats that you can actually use to build trust and attract buyers. All right. The first are property videos. So not just property videos, but property walkthrough videos. Listen attentively. Not just property videos, but property walkthrough videos. A lot of people think that the shorter a property video, the better. I think otherwise, actually. I think this also depends on your target market. I predominantly sell to people that are not around. They're not in town. They're not in the country. All right. And so I know that they want to see more of what you're selling to them. They want to feel the environment. So my videos, especially my YouTube videos, are targeted at walking them through the property. All right, walking them through it. That's my goal. So number one, walkthrough videos. The trick with the walkthrough videos is to speak confidently and explain why this is a good investment. So we talk about things like the space, the size, the location, the price. You get government attraction there if there is any, the benefits, like not just the features, but attaching the features to that problem and solution you're trying to solve. All right. Number two, client testimonial videos. I've talked about this before. Number three, behind the scenes. All right. So behind the scenes are powerful, right? You're doing property inspections. You're attending real estate events. This is powerful too. So you're going for a real estate event. You make a video about it. You're trying to you're looking at the other things too that are in real estate, like architecture, building, maybe an interior design show. Do you get these other things are attached to real estate? You make a video about it. You're going for trainings, or you're even going to meet a client. You're having a client hangout. You make a video about it, especially if, remember, in all these things, the rule is to do what? Prioritize the privacy of the client. If people know that you're top on privacy, they will trust you more. It's not everybody that wants to be shown online. So before you put out, please ask question, or better still, avoid the prospect or the client entirely. Just show your hand and remove the audio. Okay, you can do a video. Oh, I'm heading out to meet my client. I've not met this client before, and we're meeting at XYZ place. I'm excited already. Do you get? You do a video of you entering your car or entering the car. Do a video of your leg as you're entering the place. Stuff like that. All right. Educational videos, we've talked about that. Storytelling videos, we've talked about that as well. Okay, so these videos are different formats that can help you. Okay, now there are three parts processes to a video structure: the hook, the value, that's the content you're sharing, and a call to action. This is important. It's important you note these three. The hook is supposed to be the first 3 seconds, and the goal is to get people to watch till the end of that video, right? So you start the hook with an attention grabbing statement, something like, most people lose money when buying land, and here is why. Right? Most people's houses will be demolished, and here is why. Stuff like that. So negativity sells too, right? Most people will lose their hard-earned money when buying real estate, and here is why. Do you get? You now explain. So the body now comes into play. All right. So another hook is, if you must own a property in Abuja, avoid these 3 mistakes. You see what I did there? Right? It's a hook. There are visual hooks and there are word hooks. So you can blend the two together. Okay? Then you go to the value. And this is important. It is important to start your videos with a hook. I see a lot of people start their videos with good morning, good, and this is not to diss anybody. I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. A lot of people start their video with good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you're watching this from. I am not dissing anybody. I'm just saying. By the time you finish all of that, the person will scroll away, right? So, but use hooks. It's important you hook. It even exudes confidence and steals charisma. I think. Imagine saying, if you want to own a property today in 2025 in Abuja or in Lagos, here are 3 costly mistakes you must avoid. I need to listen to this guy that is telling me costly mistakes. Do you understand? So the main content, please try and list, itemize. Don't just talk in rambles. Try and itemize. Point number one. Point number two. You see what I did with this training? I said eight secrets. I could have simply just walked through all of these, but it's good to itemize. It helps for attention. It helps people retain and remember and stuff. Then be clear and engaging. Try and be clear. Add stories. You see what I'm doing in my training? I'm adding stories. I hope you also learn not just what I'm saying, but also how I'm saying it, right? I add stories in between to drive down the point, right? You can do that. Be clear. Please be very clear. And try not to repeat yourselves very often. In the beginning, you're going to be a mess. That one is guaranteed. And it's okay to be a mess in the beginning. But as you go, remember, consistency helps you build what? Build character and capacity, right? So constantly help you build character and capacity. As you go and do more, you get better in doing it. Avoid talking too much and show more visuals, right? See, one of the most powerful ways to make videos are on site, and I'm not going to go into that today. Okay, and then the final part of the structure is call to action. Call to action. Please always use a call to action in your videos, right? If you're doing an educational video, strictly an educational video, for me, what I do is my call to action is, I hope these 3 points of mine has helped you so that you don't avoid, so that you can avoid losing your hard-earned money. If you have other questions and concerns, you can reach out to me inbox or call the numbers showing on your screen. All right, so like, come your way again, I'm Jeff Anozie, and then I end the video. That's a call to action. Remember, I'm not trying to sell you, or I am pretending like I don't want to sell. But I know that you're not going. If you're going, I mean, for you to ask me questions, you have to reach out to me, right? And for you to reach out to me, you are problem aware, my dear. You are, you know, and probably also solution aware, you know, that kind of thing, right? So, or you can say other things, you know, call to action. So I know what call to action is. Okay, so I hope this helped, right? We're going to wrap up here. I'm going to leave you with an assignment tonight. Please, I'd like you to record a 1-minute video. Just a 1-minute video. Remember the assignment I gave you earlier? Make it a video. Okay, make it a video. You can post it on your social media and tag me. I would like to see it, right? Remember the assignment, right? 5 critical things to look out for before buying land in Abeokuta or in Osun State or in Calabar or in Lagos or in Abuja, right? 5 critical things to look out for. So craft the content, right? And then use the structure of the video to create a video, okay? You can tweak it how you like, all right? But please do it, just a minute. I mean, okay, you can make it 3 minutes max. So it can be between 1 minute and 3 minutes, since you're talking about 5 things, or you can reduce it to 3 things, okay? So that you don't come and talk, you know, a lot of things. But with Chat GPT and with other things, you can actually get 5 solid points. And if you're experienced in the field, you already have some points already. All right, so that's your assignment. That's it for tonight. I hope I earned the value of your time. Did I? Let me know in the comment section if I did, as we wrap up here today. If you have questions, please leave them in the comment section. We'll continue tomorrow by 8 p.m. We're going to talk about other things. We're going to talk about other sales strategies online and how to close deals online. We're going to talk a bit about that tomorrow. Okay? In the episode 4 of the DSC, that's Designing Sales and Commissions Training. All right, so I look forward to your questions now. Any questions, any concerns? Did I earn the value of it? If I earn the value of your time, please put the fire emoji in the comment section. I'd like to see it. Stanley said, I have a client that stays abroad, but is afraid of Wike and his courts. He has a desire for Abuja property. Sir, what advice will you give me? I just say you're not educating him enough. Just educate people. And this is a valid concern. Wike, so what I think, so here's the thing. What Wike is doing, he is doing what English people call development. That's what he's doing. He's not demolishing random properties. He's demolishing properties that were not created following the Abuja site, the Abuja development plan. Abuja has a development plan. As a matter of fact, Abuja is the only city in Nigeria that was designed before it was created. And so Abuja has the 5. Do you know about the 5 stages of development in Abuja? Do you know? So your goal for such kind of clients, in fact, assignment I want to give you, Stanley Ogwike, is to talk about development in Abuja. Talk about the 5 stages of development. Currently, they're in the 5th stage. So the 5th stage currently is Lugbe. That's the 5th stage. I have the full site plan here. Look at it. That's the 5 development stages of development in Abuja. Right? And I'm not even up to a year. I'm a few months in Abuja. And I already know these things. Your goal as a realtor is to educate the prospect. It is not the other way around. The prospect should not be telling you what is happening. Right? Oh, Wike is demolishing Scattered House. No. Your goal is to educate. What Wike is doing, he's just simply implementing an already designed plan. This plan was created in 1977. Abuja came into existence in 1991. All right? So they started creating this plan before Abuja came into existence. All right? So they started with Maitama, that's phase 1. Maitama, Sokoro, Central area, that's phase 1. Now they have been moving, Wuse to Jabi, all the way to Lugbe. Lugbe is stage 5 right now. That's why towards the end of last year, you were seeing demolitions in Lugbe. Lugbe is stage 5. So the development plan currently is in stage 5. Right? So they're implementing the FCT plan in Lugbe. Before now, AMAC were the ones that designed that place. That's Abuja Municipal Area Council. And so they designed it away from the FCT plan. These are the things you tell your clients or your prospects. All right? So what he's doing is development. Simple. That's why you should educate prospects or clients on how to buy right. What are the 5 things to look out for before buying a property in Abuja? Something like that. Does it make sense? I'm sure as I'm talking now, I'm already making you feel excited and making you feel like, okay, the power is with you. It's not with the prospect. It's you. They rely on you. Of course, they are just expressing their fear and concern. The goal of expressing their fear and concern is for you to educate. Simple. Does it make sense? Did I communicate? Just like Enugu demolition around, beautiful. Those buildings weren't supposed to be there originally. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just like Enugu demolition around Nike Lake Axis, those buildings were not supposed to be there originally. In the original Enugu plan, that's supposed to be a dual highway. So the governor is simply just implementing what is already in the plan. He's not being a villain. He's just simply implementing, and it's called development. Development comes with. Did you see? I remember many years ago when we used to hear about El Rufai demolishing Abuja. El Rufai. If you come to Abuja, Abuja is beautiful. How many of you have been to Abuja recently? It's beautiful, especially you're driving around town. It's beautiful. You can never find traffic in Abuja. I mean, you can in some places, but Abuja is hardly. Why? Because there is a plan. Abuja is planned. But that time they were crying. El Rufai was demolishing. You get? That's how it is. All right. What is the final assignment? Assignment is to make a 1 to 3 minute video talking about 5 things to look out for. Please, someone should help me itemize the 3 assignments on a post so that everybody can see it. All right. So, any other question, guys? Thank you so much, sir. This is a top-notch closing class. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Choma. I'm excited you got value. I'm looking for your questions. Do you have any amazing information? Eberechiku, I'm not sure what the amazing information is. How many assignments, sir? You have 4 assignments from the or 3. Should I say 3? 3 assignments from the supposed to be 4 assignments from the 4 different points I shared. If you watch the video again, you can see all the assignments, or if you look through the comment section, you will see the assignments. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Videos, videos envision the future of the location. Amazing. Yes, that's true. All right. So the treasure says, thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you so much. I want to assume there are no more questions. Absolutely, sir. You communicated deeply, deep value. Okay. Nedu said, how can one get his hands on a development plan of a city? You just go to the so what I personally did was to ask questions. I looked for it. As soon as I came to Abuja, the first month I came, I started looking for the plan, because one of the things you should do as a realtor, as a real estate consultant, is to understand the plan development of where you are. That's it. That's one of the major things you should do. So if you understand it, you can sell the place. Do you get? You can sell it. So what I started doing was to look for it, and of course, if you send me a private message, I can find a way to get across. But that was the first thing I did. So I started trying to understand it, study the different types of titles in Abuja. You know where FCT, what the FCT Act is. You know, things like that. There's an FCT law act that has been passed to law. You know, the different types of the different area councils, you know, Amak, Kuje, Gwalada, Kwali, right? I started trying to Buhari. I started trying to understand the different area councils, studying, because when you study and understand your business, you become an authority. Like when you're talking to a client, you're talking with confidence, right? When you study. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I don't know if you have any other question. Question. There are none. Okay. I hope you got value. Did you get value? We would converge again tomorrow by 8 p.m. here. I'll try to be as brief as possible. Keep it within 1 hour tomorrow. Till I come your way tomorrow. Enjoy a beautiful night, guys. Enjoy a beautiful night, and bye for now. Right.